Alright, good morning guys. Just making my way out of Monteverde. I've been here 4 nights and it's time to move on. Today I'm hoping to make it to La Fortuna, but it is 123 kilometers. So I'm not too sure what the elevation looks like, but I know it's at 200 meters and currently we're at 1,700 or 1,400. So we should be able to do it. We'll see how we go. Alright guys, I've done most of the descending out of Monteverde. Just be mindful if you're going to do this sort of touring. It's some of these roads are sealed, like this one here. Some of them are they were sealed probably like 40 years ago, and some of them are just unsealed. I am on a road bike. This has got 28mm just road tires on it, and I've been fine so far. Ideally though, if I did it again and I had the option, I'd go a gravel bike or a mountain bike, just because it opens up so much more options for you, because a lot of the roads here just still aren't sealed. And they're a lot worse than this, so there'd be some beautiful rides that became available to you if you had the right bike. Hey guys, thought it'd be a good time to give you an update. I'm about 14 kilometers from Lake Arenal now, so I'm getting on really well. It's only about 2 hours of riding or so. So I figured I'd let you know the reason I'm planning on going right to La Fortuna today. Unfortunately, accommodation isn't very cheap here in Costa Rica. The cheapest place actually of anywhere in Costa Rica that I've found is Monteverde. And it's almost half what you're going to pay anywhere else. So unfortunately in Lake Arenal it mustn't be a tourist destination, so there's no hostels, and the only places I found there are like hotels, and I think the cheapest was 20 or 30,000 colones. So unlike La Fortuna, which, you know, it's an extra 70, 80 kilometers, but the cheapest there is about 10,000, which I think works out to about 13 or 14 US dollars, which is still not cheap, but I've got no camping gear. And you can camp on Lake Arenal in Arenal for free. Apparently it's quite safe, but yeah, without the gear, it's not really something I can do. So yeah, that's sort of why I'm doing what I'm doing today. Hey guys, so I'm about 10 k's from Lake Arenal, just having a bite to eat with my friends here. They've all come around to see the pasta. Check out that view up there. Day's going pretty good. Been a lot of descending so far, so pretty chill really.
We'll see how we go once we get to Tiburon. I want to make it at least down to Lake Arenal, the lake there, and then should be able to get to La Fortuna today. Shouldn't be too difficult. So I'll finish eating, then I'll have to say goodbye to these guys.
Bit rough. Oh, holy shit. Hey guys, so I made it into Tiburon. Just refilled my water bottles at a little local shop outside. Now I'm just going to continue on. I've still got food, sugar, so I should be good to get to the next 30-40 kilometers.
Alright guys, so check it out. This is my first view of Lake Arenal. I think where I need to get is that town pretty much opposite where we are now, Nuevo Arenal. It's another 25 kilometers, so we'll see how we go.
Alright guys, so I'm in Nuevo Arenal. Made it. So I'm going to stop for lunch, hopefully down on the lake, and then I'll have another 46 kilometers to La Fortuna. I think I should be able to make it. From what I've heard, it's fairly flat along the lake, or at least flat as far as Costa Rican standards go. So I'll see how I feel after lunch, but for the price of accommodation here, I'd rather just try and get the next 46k smashed out.
Hey guys, so I've just had lunch here in Lake Arenal. I'm gonna get going. I only stopped for maybe about 30 to 45 minutes because I want to try and get to La Fortuna before it gets dark, which should be pretty easy. I've heard it's pretty flat. The elevation here is about 600 meters, and I think La Fortuna is, the altitude, and I think La Fortuna's altitude is about 200 meters. So lunch was some pasta that I cooked last night, which I actually forgot to put in the fridge. So it tasted a little iffy, so hopefully I'm not going to have any issues on my next 46 kilometers. Check it out, even Costa Rica's got the right idea. Go vegan. Was not expecting to see that out here. Probably got another 10 or so k's to go to La Fortuna. And I've been smashing the sugar, water, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, so we'll get the last bit done.
Alright guys, I made it to La Fortuna. Almost at my hostel now. It's another tourist spot for sure. Has a nice vibe to it though. And there's definitely a few more people around than there was in Monteverde, but I mean it's still pretty quiet, I think, from what I've seen so far. Let's see if we can find this hostel. I haven't actually booked it yet. Just let this car do what the hell it wants to do. And yeah, I didn't book it because I was hoping if I wait, I might be able to get a better price. We'll see.
Alright guys, so I'm here at the hostel. They're trying to get me into my room. They don't know the code to the door. Never really seen one of these locks before. Look at this thing. It lights up like that. Useless because we can't get in now. Bike made it okay. That was see how many, 112 kilometers. I wonder what my the altitude now is. 340 meters. 1,974 meters of climbing today. It's more than the climb up to Monteverde, but it wasn't as hard because the climb up to Monteverde was steep. Now I'm gonna get cleaned up and chill.